Hey there, I hope all is well. For those of you that have been following along, sorry, it has been quite some time since we've done a long form video. And coincidentally, I was planning to do this about a week ago. I was planning for this today, but then I got sick and I said, heck with it, we have to get this going. So here we are. What we're going to do is October 7th, I shaved down my beard to a clean stash, and I've been letting it grow ever since, but I have been doing some trims while I let the cheek lines grow out. And what I mean by that is I've been using a number 3. A number 3 is 3/8 inches or 9.5 millimeters. And I'm doing that through the main portion while we let the cheek lines grow in, because the cheek lines for me personally take a lot longer to grow in than the main portion right here. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't mind the relatively clean look that's given, relatively clean look. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to clean up the cheek lines. We're going to clean up the neckline. I'm going to show you some tricks that I utilize, and maybe you haven't seen it, and hopefully this will help you out. So first things first, I'm going to wet my hair and bring it back so that I don't accidentally cut it off while we're trimming things up. So hold on one moment. And what I'm going to use to keep it back is just some standard matte pomade. Alrighty, so the hair is back out of the way, so now we can see what we're working with. Cheek line underneath is a little rough, but we are going to clean that up right now. So here are the trimmers that I'm using. So these are a pair of Wahl High Vis. You know, with the tools that we use today, I'm going to link them down below, but these have really come in handy, and they give you a ton of attachments that come with it. So that's what I've been using, especially on the cheek lines like this. So it's a really good precision trimmer, really helps with the straight lines. But right now we're going to put the attachment on. There we go. So now for the mustache part of it, being that I'm not cutting it, what I do is I twist it, and from my lip, I put one finger over, and this is how far out I trim up for the mustache. Now that this is all in number 3 right here, while we let this catch up, we're going to hit the cheek lines next. And what I like to do is I use a comb and I just line it up from this bottom portion of my ear hole right here to the center of my lip. And then I just get the precision trimmers and just make the line go right along. And I do the same thing on both sides. So, I mean, you can make the line wherever you want, but I use this bottom portion of my ear and I line it up right there to the middle of my lip. And then I just go down with the trimmers. For that is I take this off right here, pop that off to where it's just the precision trimmers. And I just take that and I just go boom, nice along that comb. Just like that. There we go. And then now I put the comb up here and do the same thing going down. So nice and clean. There and there. Versus this right here. All right, so we have the cheek lines all cleaned up to the nose, all good to go. Next up, what I do in my routine is I'll do underneath the beard. General rule is 2 fingers above the Adam's apple. So I'll take the comb and I'll put that underneath. So I just go like this, put this right here, and this is where I start cutting. All right, so here's what the neckline looks like. Not too bad at all. And actually, I think I'm just gonna keep it at this as opposed to the clean shave. I like this. But what we're going to do is I have a little trick for the cheek lines when it comes to having them cleaned up. And I use an eyebrow shaper or an eyebrow razor. There's different names for these. I think I picked these up at Walmart. You can get them off of Amazon. I'll link them below as well. But they're really good for just picking up anything that's remaining. So you can just go through with here. What I'm going to do is I will actually wet down my face and do a proper job, but I just want to kind of simulate what it is I do when I do this. And it works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and do a proper wet down of my cheeks, and then I'm going to use this with some shaving gel, and I'll clean this up right here. There we go. Cheek line's good, up to the nose, good, nice and clean, baby soft right here. Underneath the neck, that's all good to go. Next up, we're gonna attack the stash. First, we're gonna grab some wax, put it in here. Actually, you know what? Let's do some balm. So we're gonna do some balm just for kind of like a subtle styling appeal, more natural looking. It clumps it together so you can shape it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And let's see, we're gonna use some Beard Struggle Eternal Legacy beard balm, but you can use it in your stash as well. So here we go. Here's what it looks like. Warm it up a little bit. So here's what it looks like. And it smells really good, actually. Put it in the stash. And grab a comb and just do a nice split in the middle. Now, if you want something a little more pronounced, that's where a wax would come into play. So here's a balm, and next up I'll show you what a wax can do. Definitely stiffer than the balm is, and glob some in. And so this is a relatively light wax, but it will still have more hold than that balm. All right, so right here, I hope you can tell this is the wax versus the balm. So the balm, it had more of a natural style to it. It wasn't too pronounced, whereas this really clumps together to where you can really shape your mustache, and it makes it stand out from the beard. Because I guess right now, you can say that right now this is a beard stash because my mustache really overpowers what I have right here. So beard stash is technically what I'm rocking right now. Now I can put an even stronger wax. Let me get a little bit of it. So this is really hard to take out. You have to have a little pick. And let's see here. It just barely comes out. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? Here. And it only takes a little bit to put in here. And right away, you can really tell that if you wanted to have like a barbell, or I mean handlebars, you can easily curl your stash with this wax and have yourself some handlebars. Can you see that? Here, I'll do the other side. So again, this is really sticky stuff. Here, let me see here. So it just barely gets out that much. There we go. And if you put it straight out like this here, I'll twist it. So this is what you call an Englishman, straight out to the side. And that's all because of that wax. Really strong stuff. But I personally like to rock a more natural look. And even with this wax, you can comb it out and bring it back to a more natural presentation. Okay, so we've done the cheek line up to the nose, neckline is nice and clean, and we've given the stash a nice natural look. We're good to go. Till the next one. Peace.